In the following video, we're going to go over the overhead sweep from the spider collar. Now, this sweep looks really well when we deal with an opponent who just simply tries to posture up out of our guard. So, we connected to the spider collar here, and we're dealing with an opponent who's lifting up very hard. Yes, right? We're going to use this strong momentum and strength of our opponent against them. Now, when we're looking to do the overhead sweep, one thing that's very important is to keep their head over top my belly button to chest region. I don't want their head far behind my hips, okay? If their head does drift behind my hips, however, we can use one of the stomps, which we talked about in a previous video, to help get them up here. Now, as my opponent begins to posture up, ready? First variation we're gonna do is we're gonna use the non-spider leg down the middle like a hook under their butt, all right? So maybe I'm playing on the hip, I push back, my opponent starts to lift up, comes forward, I go under the butt, I'm gonna pull with both arms and initiate a back rolling motion over my left shoulder as I help guide my opponent's weight with my non-spider hook. So 1, 2, here. As I do this, I lift over and finish. So I'm playing this position. I push him and I feel him lifting up. Right? I go under. We change the angle. So me and my opponent's retreating. I hook under their butt. I can stomp to get under. I feel this upward deadlifting motion. Right? If they're too far away from me. So notice here how my opponent's head is past my hips. It's not the time to initiate this variation. Right? It's only if my opponent's head is over my hips. And we can back roll. Now, if my opponent's head, however, is too far back or too far forward and you feel like they're getting too much height, we have another variation to help launch them over. So our setup is generally the same. I'm looking to extend my opponent out and get him moving. I enter under, and now he deadlifts very, very strong here. If I stay too long, he's gonna disconnect my guard. So as I enter under here, I look to bring my foot to the inside, kind of on the crotch here. So now, from here, I'm gonna continue to open my leg and push up on his crotch. You get a nice big lift to help bring his hips into the air. So we'll go a little bit slower on this one. So I push back, I go under, he starts to lift, my foot goes under the crotch. So notice my knee goes to the outside, and I'm looking to place the padding of my ball of my foot right on their belly button and/or the gusset of the pants here. Go from another angle. So I'm dealing with the opponent. I feel my opponent moving around. Ready? I get under. Boom. So I'm moving around. I'm under. Yeah. Boom. Leg hip to hip and finish the sweep. So now we're going to show you some additional angles to these two variations of the overhead sweep. So my opponent's in front of me. I have all my grips. I'm under. Now, my foot hooks behind the butt here. And notice, I'm curling my toes and retracting my knee to my chest slightly. This is going to help bring my opponent's weight forward. So as he starts to deadlift up, I bring him over. So I've entered under. My foot hooks. I'm going to use my knee coming to my chest and the hook under his butt as I pull in. This time I've managed to get under my opponent, and now I'm too deep, like my foot can't reach here. I bring my leg under, and notice my knee stays to the outside. I look to bring my ball of my foot and my toes, either on the gusset of the pants here in the crotch, or right onto his belly button.